Journal Record Associate Publisher Ted Struley joins us to discuss more stories making news in business this week. Ted, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here, Robert.
Now, there were some new developments this week in the Wind Catcher project. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Corporation Commission was really gathering a lot of info this week and hearing a lot of public input. They had a packed room. People drove from as far away as Guyman to Oklahoma City to voice their concerns. This is a $4.5 billion project that PSO says will ultimately save customers money because it'll be a long-term hedge against natural gas prices. But those who are opposed to the project say that ratepayers are being asked to take all the risk while the company is going to take the profits.
Oklahoma tribes are closer to offering dice and roulette games. What's the latest on that?
Well, this is a Senate bill that sailed right through the Senate this week that would allow Oklahoma casinos to offer craps and roulette in their traditional forms. They say that the neighboring states all do that. They're losing business to those states, and they think it could add, under the compact, another $400 million or so to state coffers.
Oklahoma lawmakers are continuing their fight over taxes on out-of-state retail sales. Where does that stand?
Well, this is another Senate bill that sailed right through the Senate and headed to the House. The bill would require companies with more than $100,000 a year in sales to report the purchases to the Oklahoma Tax Commission so they could calculate use taxes for Oklahomans buying those products.
Oklahoma cities along Route 66 are looking to reinvent the Mother Road. What are they doing?
Well, this is particularly Oklahoma City, Yukon, towns along there that are looking at Northwest 39th Street in that corridor to rehab it into something that might attract more tourists, quaint shops instead of used car lots, for example, running all the way from I-44 out to Frisco Road.
Oklahoma's geothermal market appears to be heating up, if you'll pardon the phrase.
Well, it's a good pun. The federal government reinstated a tax credit for geothermal in both residential and commercial construction. Proponents say that puts them on par with credits for wind and solar energy. The tax credit that's now back in place will be good until 2021. The geothermal vendors say they're gearing up with extra staffing, expecting a lot of new business.
What are you working on for next week?
Oh, you know, Robert, there's a lot of talk about a potential teacher walkout right around the corner. We're going to take a look at how that could affect the business community and the economy.
Ted Struley from the Journal Record, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.